Yeah, we're digging in to talk about the Naruto card game. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Thursday night, I got to play some of the brand new Naruto card game. And we creators actually got some really cool things here, so I actually wanted to showcase some of the stuff that they gave us. This bag, by the way, is absolutely phenomenal. This is probably the biggest and coolest thing that we got to showcase. So let's showcase a couple of things here. So some of the stuff that they had shirts for Naruto. They are really emphasizing this. There was playmats that were shown off. You could, if you did the demo, you were allowed to buy one of these, which was really cool. But this is some great promotional material that they've got going on here that they were showcasing and wanting to show off to the community. And also, something else really cool that we creators got. We actually got sleeves, and we got an additional chakra that is unstamped. This is actually what the sleeves themselves look like. They are very much a go on the Naruto card game. I didn't get a chance to talk about the game a little bit earlier until now. So, thank you, Bandai. This is actually one of the coolest props I think I have ever actually had the opportunity to see. And it really shows, in my opinion, how much they are pushing the Naruto game. So, I want to showcase here. You're going to get to see some of these rarities and different things on the screen here. I did take a couple of photos of the cards. We got to see cardstock quality at the event. We got to hold these alt arts. The Tsunade, I think, is personally one of my favorites, and it's very clear that the thing that they are emphasizing about this game is the art itself. They want you to be interested in the arts of your favorite characters, because as you were walking around the hall, they had all of these different showcasings of pictures emphasizing, what is to come. And this was before people even got a taste of gameplay mechanics. All right. So the fact that you were able to walk up to the Naruto booth at Gencon and you could see, these different arts being shown around the panels, and we are still a year away from this game. They know how they want to advertise this. They are using art as one of their big stepping pieces, especially with the cards with no effects being shown. Really just emphasizes, and especially the cards that look like manga rares that are emphasizing things, which is kind of nice. I did get an answer though. English manga rares will have the English panels, and I guess from my understanding, the Japanese ones are going to have the Japanese text in the background of the manga rares. So that's actually something really exciting to work with. So, what is my opinion on the game itself? We were, well, how do I start this? So, the game is very reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know a lot of people aren't going to like me comparing Naruto to Yu-Gi-Oh! But in truth, it is that. If you've played a lot of Bandai's other games, for example, Union Arena, and we'll use Gundam, for example. Union Arena has no real interaction during the opponent's turn unless something bursts out of life that can trigger a chain of interactions to go through. Gundam, there is an interaction phase where you can actually do something on the opponent's turn, but it's a little bit more limited. The Naruto game feels like it's the first game that kind of breaks this mold open and genuinely gives you more of that drive of interaction to be able to, have to force an interaction with the opponent. And I actually think that that's a really cool mechanic to be able to kind of work with. Considering that these TCGs, they're very afraid of leaving interaction on the opponent's turn. They look at Pokemon, for example. Pokemon really likes the idea of, you take your turn is done. The thing that you have to do in your opponent's turn is like poison upkeep, and then, a possible side effect of an attack, coming through that might affect your Pokemon. That is it. This is the first real TCG that really opened up what, Yu-Gi-Oh's been doing for years. That level of interaction and ability to kind of go back and forth. Now, I've played a solid 3 games with the deck. I actually got a chance to be Naruto Uzumaki himself. And honestly, it was kind of cool. The game's resource system is quite interesting, and it does very much follow the flow of Yu-Gi-Oh's mechanics and the limitations of what it feels like you can do at certain points. And I think that's good, but it feels like it can take the extreme examples that Yu-Gi-Oh has and allows you to kind of break that flow in kind of the same way that that game has felt. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just in terms of gameplay viability, I liked it. It feels... I have to be very vague. Now, I'm saying these things because, for the sake of reasons. The overall experience from the Creator Summit was everybody was very excited to get the chance to play the game. And once again, this goes back to the emphasis on the art. I know a lot of people were happy to see the gameplay mechanics and get the chance to sit down and kind of do the thing, but there was a clear winner, in my opinion, for the demo session, and I kind of got bullied a little bit, which, it's okay. Defining card text is going to be an interesting one in this game. I know this game is still very, very early on. I like that things are very simplified in the card text. Your actions are incredibly basic in this stage in the game, which is good. Basic effects, even if it's we'll call it vanilla, cardless text, for example, everything kind of flows together and gives you an interaction to be able to kind of do something. And a lot of the effects are absolutely very flavorful. That was another thing I really enjoyed about the cards themselves. A lot of the characters are exactly how you would expect them to translate onto cards. You really get a lot of the, Naruto Uzumaki, you get to see his traits come to life on the cards. You get to see, Sasuke Uchiha, really come to life and showcase, his abilities. There's also, I like that. I like that it's very flavorful. That was definitely, honestly, I think that's one of my favorite parts about this game. That they are able to transition the flavor of the characters so nicely onto paper. I do think the gameplay mechanics will probably get refined, because you gotta remember, we are a solid year from release. This comes out next summer, 2027. And it is the fact that these chakra are as valuable as they are right now, and the fact that the IP of Naruto is absolutely as insanely popular as it is crazy to me. The amount of people that were just jumping to play a Naruto game was insane to me. And this was just like an overall reaction of the weekend, but it felt like probably the most popular thing at the entirety of Gencon. And that is such a crazy thing to say. There's not been a good Naruto game in a very long time. And the fact that Bandai pulled this together and the excitement of this was just growing. And these promo cards are so coveted by people. It is insane to me to see. So, game is excellent. If you love interaction, you are going to enjoy this game. If you enjoy mechanics that, are very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's got its own levels of interaction. That's great. you're going to love the game. And I look forward to seeing what more is going to come from this in the future. But please tell me, what do you guys think about the Naruto TCG? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.